Okay. YouTube is still showing me as offline. Let's see if we can remedy that. Oh, very good. We're online here. Okay, good. Okay, next up, HAMMERFALL Grifball Court Contest. This is Gurf, and it's by a three-legged goat and multi-lock-on. And you guys are crap. Just kidding. Some issues. Nothing that can't be resolved fairly quickly, very easily. So let's start at the top. There is none. Okay. All Grifball courts have to be 100% contained, and that includes anywhere the ball can get thrown out or a player can get out. So it's pretty simple to do. Just invisible blockers over everything. Cover the top with invisible blockers, and make them. Let me just ungroup that. Did I duplicate it? Oh, I did too. Damn it. Here, ignore this piece back here. I went to group and delete it, and I hit the wrong button, and I duplicated it. So anyhow, ignore that. I just wanted to grab one of these so I could show you. Oh, clever! Turning your map at a non-standard 90 to not 90 degrees, 20 degrees. Okay, your roof should be, I would say, I'd move this guy, move your sentinel up. Oh, he's grouped, good. Move him up. Make your roof to about this height here. That's probably a good height, because any higher and you're going to start opening up gaps. So let's say about that height. So put a roof on it and extend your walls up. I always recommend using 128 by 128 cubes for containment. These 128 by 1s tend to shift slightly. They get a bit of a earthquake type shift in game, and then you end up getting holes in your walls like so. And then you go into forge mode and everything's back to normal again. So that's a very frustrating thing to have to compete with. But that's why we tend to use 128 by 128 by 128 cubes for all of our containment. So I recommend doing that. Also, if those walls shift, you're going to end up with like ledges and bumps and things like that. So that would be cool if you could take care of that. For the corners, you can't have what are called perches, and a perch is anything, any ledge that's higher than 32 units is considered a perch, because that's outside of hammer range and players can stand up top there. I'm not sure what that hill is there. Maybe it was something I accidentally duplicated. I don't know. Anyhow, so get your corners filled in and get the perches taken care of. These things here, and you can leave those there. Just to fix that, just grab your block. I don't know where it went. There we go. Just grab yourself a block. And just do that. Okay? And you don't have to block the whole thing up. You just have to put it to a height where players can no longer get up on top. Okay? So just something like that. Just see, it doesn't intrude into the court at all. And all it does is it prevents the ball from getting stuck up there and players from getting up there. So do the same thing in the corner, obviously. Exactly the same thing in the corner. Just cover it so that the players can't stand on there. Just like so. Okay, pretty straightforward. So that takes care of that. It's okay that these protrude into the court. That's not a problem because they are not at a player's level. See, it doesn't block the players playing at all. Might be a bit of an issue with this hill. Just a slight issue. Let me put another block down, and not an invisible one. We're going to put a 4x4x8. Okay, and this is a player. Not really, but let's pretend it is. We're going to set that to normal physics. And we're going to drop our player right here. See, it's approximately the size of a player. And we're going to drop another one here. And we're going to drop another one here. This looks to be the lowest point of the court. I think you kind of get what I'm leaning towards here. I just want to make sure. Yeah, see, that's the problem right there. I can't see from this spot right here. I can't see that player right there. So when I spawn here, I can't see what's going on as far as the play goes. So I can't make a judgment as to where I'm supposed to go off spawn because I can't actually see. I can see most of the play, but I can't see if there's a player standing there. And the way Grifball works, obviously, is the second you spawn, you have to know exactly where you're needed, exactly which direction you're supposed to go, whether you're helping your runner or you're defending an incoming run. But when you can't see 100% of the field, you can't make those judgments. So it's okay to have an undulating ground like this. It just can't be high enough to hide players, okay? See that player right there. I can only see maybe if he's wearing photos, it's fine, but if he's not, I can't see him. Okay, so that is an issue. So you just smooth it out a bit. As I say, it doesn't have to be flat. There's nothing saying it has to be flat. And we've had Grifball courts before that were a natural terrain, and they've been in matchmaking, and so it's not an issue that the floor is not flat. It's just an issue that you can't. It doesn't follow the one of the rules that is kind of for this contest, but Grifball in general, is that all players must be able to see all other players at all times, and that definitely is one little certain spot where they can't. Okay, and so when they spawn on this side, they don't know what they're supposed to be doing without running up this hill and to get that information, visual information as to where they're supposed to be playing. Otherwise, I think you're good. The spawns are all sitting nicely on the ground. This can probably get stuck. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Yeah, there is an issue. You've used the template. The template is designed for 4v4 running starts and like breakout starts and regular spawning on the field. But I didn't want to make too many prefabs, so I just combined the two into one. So really simply, I'm just going to do a select all on him. And you see there's only 2 initial spawns. That means at the beginning of the game, only 2 players will spawn in. The other guys will be stuck in lobby. Okay, and as he moves off the spawn, then the next guy will spawn in. So we have to make sure we have enough spawns. So first of all, we're going to raise these guys up. Okay, then we're going to take these spawns here. Now you've probably already set them on the ground properly, but I just want to be absolutely sure. See, he's set to fix. That's a problem. You go select all of. You change them to normal physics. Let them go. Now you see they're normal physics, so that's what he's done. The only thing you have to do is you select all again, and instead of being fixed, make sure that they're set to phased physics. Okay. Once they're in position, set them to phased, okay? These guys here, very, very straightforward. Just select them both. Change their spawn order is at 3 because in maps with launching, these guys are emergency spawns, and they are emergency initials and join in progress initials for courts that have some courts have a launch platform at the beginning that gets shut off from the map at the end and during the game. So what this does is it allows join in progress players to spawn on the court if those the initial spawns, like the launch spawns, are blocked off. So anyhow, that was a long story to say just turn this to 0. Simple as that. Change that guy to 0, okay? And then you're going to duplicate him. Actually, we'll do this. All right, we already dropped all of our spawns to the ground by turning them neutral, right? So that's really simple. You just take your rotational snap and set it to 5 degrees, and you're gonna turn on your magnets. You're gonna stick that down there, and then you're just gonna. Oh, wait a sec. This guy has to be phased as well. You know what? Let me set it. Oh, that's why. Sorry, I messed up there a bit. So let's set him to normal physics just for a second. Okay. Now we're going to change him to phased physics. Oh, why do I keep resetting his position? I'm just grabbing all the wrong buttons here. Normal physics. Okay, there you go. So he's sitting flat, and we're gonna turn him so he's facing the right way. And then we're going to set him to phase physics. Then we're going to let him go and then grab him again and then drop him down. Okay? So same with this guy here. Make sure his phase physics, and he lines up perfectly. We're going to spawn another dude over here, and we're going to turn it the same way. And this guy here. Now if you want, you can set these guys to normal physics so they sit flat again, but they should be fine. For starting spawns, they're quite fine to be like that. Okay? Do the same thing for the other side, and then you'd be good to go. So once again, spawn order 0, make a bunch more, and stick them to the line them up to the position 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, and 6, right? Okay, so I think that's about it. So just to recap, fix your containment, fix your perches, fix your spawns, and do a bit of landscaping to smooth this bump out a little bit. Just bring it down so that you can see all players at all times. Say it doesn't have to be flat, but it should be, you should be able to see at least half of that block there when you're standing here when you spawn. You should be able to see, if you can see half that block, which is the lowest part of the map, then everything else will be fine. Okay, so just shoot for that goal. Otherwise, gorgeous map. Love the setting. Love the sentinels all over the place. They're terrific. Nice sound design on it as well. Oh, I didn't even see that. That is fantastic. Look at that. We got a scarab coming in. Nice. I'm sure there's other things that if I look around I'll see them. But good job, guys. Looks terrific. Just fix the technical issues, and we'll move this beast on to the next round. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm going to shut off my stream for... Hello, Kenneth Rumers. R-Y. Oh, R-Y-M-E-Z. Rumez, right? No, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Don't go away. I'm just shutting the stream down to make this an individual video on demand, and I will be firing up the stream the second the next map loads. And so we'll see you in 3 minutes.